you know, theatric, the whole big, you know what I'm saying? Just like that one time where he was he was acting like he was Pharaoh. Wow. And he was talking about something, and he was like, and they were saying all the dumb, simple ass black women and all the feminine men was hollering, work at, and he's like, it's skipping the stage, you know what I'm saying? Like he's, you know what I'm saying, a slave driver.
On some homo shit.
Right. Now think about this. Not only was it on some homo shit, right? But what this actually was doing, because see, white people speak a language, they speak a different language than us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, the way that black people perceive what he was doing, black people see, yeah, you whipping the demons, trying to stop you from getting that job. You see what I'm saying? That's the way blacks and Hispanics saw that.
Right.
You whipping those demons that's coming against your marriage. You whipping those demons that's coming against such and such and he's skipping up and down the stage, looking all like Harry the Hippo, talking about work it, you know what I'm saying? Right. He's like that, you know what I'm saying? But how did white people perceive that? Can anyone tell me that?
So lucky is that cooning ass nigga whipping slaves on a white man's behalf.
Right, exactly. And what was he telling white people to do? You dead on it. What was he telling white people to do? Go ahead.
Continue oppressing your people.
Right, and oppress them more. Keep beating them. Beat them more. You see the two trains of thought? Negro, he does that thinking, yeah, work it, you know, get that job. Right. Get that education. Whip those demons that's trying to stop you from getting that job and that education. You know what I'm saying? Attacking your children, whip that demon. You know what I'm saying? But white people see whipping your ass.
Damn right.
Oppressing you more, making you a better slave. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now mega churches, they're in the same world with Hollywood. They're all in the same world. You see what I'm saying? They all in the same world and they have to do the same damn rituals. The same Illuminati rituals, all that God, they have to do the same things. You see what I'm saying? They're not exempt. Even if you got a cooking show, it don't matter what it is, a cooking show or anything that you do on television, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it is, you're in that same world with them.
Damn right.
You see what I'm saying? So now, you know, and inside that world, like you have different sections, like the mega church section inside that same world, right? T.D. Jakes would probably be, I believe, in my opinion, I think he's at the top of it as far as niggerdom in the, you know what I'm saying, in that whole world, right? Because I remember when I was in the Christian church, remember that movie Megiddo that came out, right? Anybody remember that? The movie was supposed to be about the Antichrist and all of that, you know what I'm saying? It had that one dude, like he was the big military general, and he was supposed to be the Antichrist and all of that. It was some of that dumbass Christian propaganda movies that they used to come out with, but they still come out with.
Right.
You know.
Damn right.
And when dude was in his office, the Antichrist dude was in his office, you know who he was playing on his TV screen?
No.
He was playing T.D. Jakes.
That sounds about right.
Oh, wow.
That sounds about right.
You know what I'm saying? He was playing T.D. Jakes when he was in his little war room thing talking with his people. T.D. Jakes was playing on the goddamn screen.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They have a monopoly and all of that too. And I believe he will be at the top. Now, do I believe that these people have some type of spiritual power? Yeah, they do. Yeah. Because, see, there's no way that you can be, just like truth, you know what I'm saying? I mean, lies, rather. Strong lies have to be mixed with some truth.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like I said, for what you're saying is a point. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy point as usual. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. And especially the brothers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you mix the lies with the truth. You tell your rib who you was with. You know what I'm saying? But right. You don't tell her what you was doing. You don't tell her, hey, yeah, we went to the little party, got up with some other bras and shit. Like, you don't tell her that when you ain't in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how to break it down. You don't know how to control that woman and that jealousy and that evilness. So you tell her, hey, I was with my boys, but you don't tell her, hey, yeah, but we got up with some other bras that day too. And was kicking it and chilling.
Here's the thing though, too, though, you know, this is a whole different scenario because this is a global lie that's been used to destroy people. You see what I'm saying? You tell your woman you with your buddies at the club and everything, you're not trying to destroy her. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to destroy her or anything like that. The white man, you know, you just taking on another woman. I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm right.
You know, but under Christian church, you think that you gotta lie about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You think, you know, because they done told you that it's wrong and all of that, which that's not the case. It's not wrong. You see what I'm saying? But what I mean by a lie being with the truth, right?
Right.
Let's think. We gotta think bigger than that. We gotta think bigger than something like that. We gotta look at the image of white Jesus.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some truth in it.
So lucky, sir.
Go ahead.
And what you were saying was the point I was trying to make. I just didn't do a good enough point explaining it. Like in the Christian church, that's what they teach. You know what I'm saying? I should have made that point very clear. Appreciate you for that, other one. You know what I'm saying? Clearing it up. In the Christian church.
Yeah. You know, now think about it though. Did Jesus live?
Right.
Yeah, he did.
Damn right.
Was he real? Yes, he was.
Damn right.
Did he die for sins? Yes, he did.
Damn
you
right.
see what I'm saying? When the serpent told Eve in the garden, you know what I'm saying? When he talked to Eve in the garden, he put some truth in it.
Right.
But then he slipped in his lie too.
Damn right.
And said, "Thou shalt not surely die," which is a straight, blatant lie.
Damn right.
See what I'm saying?
Kind.
That he mingled it with, you know what I'm saying? So now think about it though. So now with somebody like T.D. Jakes teaching, you know what I'm saying, that Christ lived, because I mean, as a matter of fact, I even seen at one point years back when he said something like Israel, such and such and I'm thinking, damn, he might be talking about us. You know what I'm saying? But the trickery there though is twofold, because we would see, because it was a big prison thing. It was a prison ministry thing that he had going on. You know what I'm saying? Had all of these brothers, you know, in, you know, blacks and Hispanics dressed down in the prison uniforms and all of that.
Right.
And he said something like, look at the camera, and said something like Israel, something like that. Right? But that means twofold, because is he talking about the actual people of Israel, or are you talking about the Jewish man? You see what I'm saying? That's a double tongue, that forked tongue.
Yeah.
The Jewish man saw that as him talking about him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And very few brothers saw that as talking about us. Very, very few. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, though, he was looked at as somebody that's highly esteemed among us, even though he won't straight out teach you who you are. Well, Balaam the sorcerer was the same way. He was very similar. You see what I'm saying? He was a very similar dude, and we're going to go into the whole story with him, and what started to happen with him, right? And what he was doing, and the role that he played. That's why I want this to be pointed out. There are going to be other Balaams up under him. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be certainly not going to be the only one. You know what I'm saying? Gonna go to Numbers. We'll start at, because this is pretty damn long. This whole story is pretty long, so we're not gonna go through all of this story right here, but we're gonna go into some key points concerning this. All right, let's start at verse 23 and 1. Now, remember what the signs that I was talking about that he was given, right? That T.D. Jakes was given, right? All right, now check this out for a second. What's going on here is these people want to pay Balaam. Now, see, here's the thing. What people need to understand about Balaam and their sorcery is real. It's real. It is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And see, here's the thing, though. This man You know, like the scriptures say, the gifts and the callings of God are without repentance. Balaam was looked at as a prophet. Means he had a prophet, he had power like as a prophet. Right?
Right.
But he turned and became a wicked prophet. You see what I'm saying? Now, like say for instance with the Haitians, right? The Haitians were once the priests.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But just because you fell from the priesthood don't mean you won't have they still got power. You see what I'm saying? Government world leaders use them. You see what I'm saying? And what do? They do the sacrifices still. You see what I'm saying? Even though the gift that they had has now been turned evil. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, it's the same situation with Balaam here, right? And people would hire Balaam. He was a hireling. They would hire him to curse people. You see, not just people, but nations. You see what I'm saying? And so you could just imagine how rich this man became. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. You are king over some land, right? And your enemy is the young man right here. You know what I'm saying? You two are broken the war with each other. But y'all sitting there putting y'all's pieces in play and all of that, right? And Balaam has the power to curse one or the other. What are both of you going to be wanting to do?
Hire.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Both of y'all are going to want to hire Balaam. Well, I mean, they came and got this man out of his own land. He was a Mesopotamia. They came and got him from Mesopotamia, brought him there among the king of Moab and them. So that means kings were dealing with him. You see what I'm saying? Kings were coming with king's ransoms to pay this man to curse their enemies. So you can just imagine how filthy rich this man was. You see what I'm saying? What situation is it? This man is the head. He's like what we would look at today as a head of a mega church. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody looks at the mega church leaders as prophets, right? They look at them as great men of God. And those men make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? They make tons of money, right? Same thing with Balaam. Balaam was like damn near like a progenitor of a mega church leader. You see what I'm saying? For his gift here alone, right? And if y'all think that Christian pastors don't use sorcery, bull crap. They use sorcery. Believe that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They use it on high levels. They have classes, you know, where they specifically teach on how to mislead the masses of black people. You know what I'm saying? How mind control classes. Now think about this for a second. Why do you think a lot of Christian pastors have degrees in psychology? Y'all ever wonder that? That's, matter of fact, that's one of the most common degrees among Christian pastors. You see what I'm saying? Just like pimps was cold with mind control. The pimps came in the pulpit, and a lot of them went into college and got these degrees in psychiatry. In psychology, you know what I'm saying? What are they trying to learn?
How to be master deceivers. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
How to be master deceivers.
Exactly. This is exactly what they're trying to learn. And how to be professional at it. How to be extremely good at it.
Good devils.
Learning the psychology of the people that they're going to be getting all the money and stuff from. You see what I'm saying? They know the psychology. They know it well. You see what I'm saying? So did Balaam, the sorcerer here. Right?
Right.
Anybody got Numbers chapter 23 and verse 1?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll read it. Book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 1. And Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, warrior. Chop everything up, take it word for word, say it loud and powerful. This is UPK.
Con. And Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars.
What did he tell him to do?
Build me here 7 altars.
Okay, he said build him 7 altars. What is he doing? He's putting on a display before the king of Moab. You know what I'm saying? The prophets of Baal. Remember that?
Right.
So what is Balaam doing? He's giving him a sign, right? Think about it. About what I was just talking about with the T.D. Jakes thing. Work it. Work it. What's he doing? He's giving a sign. You see?
Right. Like a key.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Balaam's doing the same damn thing here. Huh?
Like the organist.
Yeah.
And the drums. And all this. Oh, ritual.
Yeah, all of that stuff. It was a big show.
Right.
Well, that's what Balaam the sorcerer is doing here also. You see what I'm saying? And Balaam did have the power to actually curse. He could curse